Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Yusuf, and today we will be talking about the Kodak ColorPlus 200 color negative film. A brief history of this film stock. The Kodak ColorPlus 200 was first introduced in 1990 as a replacement to the Kodak Color VR200. It is meant to be a consumer grade film, meaning that it is budget minded and it is readily available everywhere. The Kodak ColorPlus uses C41 processing as per other color negative films. I have never cross-processed the Kodak ColorPlus 200, nor have I pushed nor pulled this film before. I have shot 6 rolls of Kodak ColorPlus 200, and I can say that I am quite happy with the results that I've got from this particular film stock for its price. This film is a daylight balance film, as you can see from this indicator here, and it is meant to be shot outdoors. However, me being me, I shot my first roll indoors at my friend's wedding, and I was lucky because the lighting there was daylight balanced. I wouldn't recommend you to shoot indoors if you are not familiar with camera settings such as aperture, shutter speed, and also ISO. You can shoot this film indoors, but I would recommend you to use a flash with it to get the best results. Let's start a review with the indoor shots that I mentioned earlier. When I shot this film for the first time, it was my first roll of film that I had managed to send to a lab to scan. I had no expectations of it, and the photos turned out well due to the daylight balance lighting that I mentioned before. However, I noticed that in underexposed conditions, skin tones were a mess as they turned orangey, but under good lighting, skin tones were perfect. However, daylight is where this film shines, and as you can see in these photos, skin tones are preserved really well, especially in direct sunlight, bearing in mind that the sunlight is during golden hour. Photos have a characteristic Kodak warmth to them and have a slight yellow tint. Some people have mentioned that Kodak uses a yellow based film, which is why they have colored the box yellow and red. I'm not sure if that is true, but if you do have any information about it, please leave it in the comments down below. The Kodak ColorPlus is a very popular film with street photographers and film photography beginners alike due to its low price. As I mentioned before, the Kodak ColorPlus is a budget-minded consumer-grade product. That being said, before COVID, this thing was available everywhere. People were selling them very cheaply for around 10 ringgit per roll. However, post-COVID, supply chains and supplies have dwindled, and the Kodak ColorPlus 200 now sells for around 25 ringgit per roll. You might be thinking, what are the alternatives to the Kodak ColorPlus 200 now that the prices have increased? I have with me the Fuji Color C200, which used to be my go-to alternative to the Kodak ColorPlus 200. It was slightly expensive, around 13 ringgit per roll back in 2019. However, now post-COVID, this film is even more hard to find than this, and prices have soared incredibly. This film is now 36 ringgit per roll from what my sources tell me, and that doesn't make sense because just for a few more ringgits you can already buy a roll of Portra 160. Another alternative to the Kodak ColorPlus 200 is bulk rolled cinema film. So what I have here is Kodak Vision 3 and an ISO of 250. This is a daylight balance film, and it performs much better than the Kodak ColorPlus 200 in my opinion. However, this particular film stock uses a different chemical process, which is ECN2, and as you can see on the custom packaging here, it is marked at daylight balanced. This is a custom film stock, so you'll be very lucky if you can find them in your area. In Kuala Lumpur at least, this costs around 21 ringgit per roll, and prices have remained like that since 2019. There is another version of this film which costs the same but has an ISO rating of 500 and is tungsten balanced. You can also find some Fujifilm Eterna that is bulk rolled like this, and the prices are also the same. That's all for my review for the Kodak ColorPlus 200. If you like the content of this video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel so that I can continue doing these kinds of videos, and I will leave a link to the written article review of the Kodak ColorPlus 200 in the description below. Thank you for watching. That's all for now. See you in the next one.